Hey, what is up, my YouTubian subscribers? Secured here to do my second first impressions video. This time, RWBY Volume 6, Chapter 2, Uncovered. Now, what do I have to say? Good episode. Worth the watch. First off, Cinder's alive. We know Cinder's alive. She was in this chapter extensively. We don't know how she survived. She just did. They don't try to explain it. She just, underwater, she wakes up, unthawed, swims back to the surface. Next up, we know she's looking for Team RWBY and Team Juniper because she goes to a woman named Little Miss Malachite. And we know more than likely that Neo is gonna go to Little Miss Malachite and ask about Cinder. Moving forward to Team RWBY. Now this chapter opens up. We learn about the relic. They do a flashback to while they're still in Haven, and John finally breaks the tension in the room and says, "Well, what does the relic do?" And Ozpin says, "It's a fantastic ability. It has the fantastic ability to answer any question you ask it, as long as you don't ask it more than 3 questions in 100 years, and it can't tell you something that hasn't happened yet. It can't predict future events." We then cut away to Team RWBY in the snow, and basically it opens with the preview of last week, which is Maria's introduction. I actually like Maria. It's pretty fun what she does. We then have the obvious. RWBY picks up the relic. Ozpin asks about where it is, and then she's like, "It's right here." And when Ozpin reaches for it, Oscar takes over. Oscar stops him from reaching for the relic and says, "You can't give it to him." And RWBY asks why. Yang asks why. And Ozpin, or I guess Oscar, sorry, those two characters, they're the same body, but they're different voices and everything, so I'm having trouble here. Oscar says he's trying to stop you from asking the question. And what's the question? What secrets are you hiding? Basically, they summon the genie in the lamp named Jin, and RWBY finally asks, what secrets is Ozpin hiding? We then get taken to this white space where the narrating begins. Jin says, "Once upon a time, there was a lonely girl in a tower." And as she's saying this, we see a blonde lady who looks strikingly like Glinda Goodwitch. We then hear her say her name was Salem, and then the chapter ends. And I'm like, oh my god, this was a fantastic episode. Really, really good stuff. I recommend it. Personally, other than Cinder, this was amazing. We had I don't know, Maria never taking her first off, animation still stellar. First off, Maria once Ozpin takes over Oscar, she never takes her eyes off of him. She's tracking him as he goes towards RWBY. The only time she takes her eyes off him is when Jin the genie in the lamp appears. She's like, holy shit. So it implies that she knows more than the average goat, but doesn't know everything. She's like not privy to all the information. This isn't her, but she knows enough to be what does this imply to me? Either she's a silver-eyed warrior or she's a maiden. Now I think a lot of people are gonna say she's a maiden. I kind of lean towards silver-eyed warrior personally, from just the opening how it shines to her eyes, and then when it pulls away, it's RWBY's eyes. So yeah, other than that, Yang being the one to push, because John isn't there, Yang is obviously the one who would push Ozpin and Oscar to get the truth. And the fact that they don't buy Ozpin's bullshit when he's trying to justify his actions. Good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Other than that, I'll get my full review out by Saturday. Like, comment down below, off with the show. One more thing. Really, it's just an amazing show. Yeah, it's amazing. I hope that this quality keeps up. It's not one of the best written shows, but this was great. Secured, signing off.